Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Unpopular Opinion, a podcast where we have meaningful conversations in order to uplift, inform, and educate our people. There is a stronger proverb that simply says that "Hambo famba enkoveni, lunza ri ta vonakala," which simply means that whatever you do in the dark will eventually come out in the light. So my guest today is someone who used to be an executive at the South African Revenue Services, known as SARS. He's coming here because he has been having this pain in his heart about things that happened, and he wants the public to know. My guest today is Jonas Makwakwa. My brother, welcome to Unpopular Opinion.
Thank you very much.
So let's start here. On the 14th of March 2018, after 23 years at SARS, and at the time you were the chief executive for business and individual tax, you decided that morning to wake up and resign. What prompted that?
Thank you very much for asking that question. I had to make a decision.
Yes.
To protect my family.
Okay.
My family, I mean my kids, my wife, my parents, and everybody close to me. Because there was a lot of noise in the media and all forms of communication, painting me as this corrupt person. My kids get mocked at school. Your dad is a thief and stuff like that. So this happened. I decided after I was suspended for 13 months and I was cleared, I was reinstated. So I thought the noise was going to stop, but it didn't.
Okay.
And my family was hurting.
Even after you're cleared?
After I was cleared.
Okay.
I decided that rather let me protect my family, and I decided to leave. And you know, that particular moment is a very critical time for SARS. It was rather the peak of revenue drive before the end of March. But I decided that it's time to be selfish and let me protect my family.
What, you said you were suspended. What were you suspended for?
I was suspended because there was an FIC, Financial Intelligence Center report that not suggested, but they mentioned that there was 75 transactions that were identified as suspicious.
Yes.
And I had to go through that process.
Okay.
And by the way, it was not only me. My wife also was suspended.
Okay.
And surprising enough, the FIC flags transactions, I'm sure millions per day. Of 25, at that time the limit or the threshold was 24,999.
Yes.
And I was made to explain those 75 transactions.
Okay.
And SARS hired an international law firm to do that investigation, organ office.
Yes.
I had to explain transactions. Remember, these transactions were for a period of 5 years.
Yes.
The 75
transactions. Yeah.
And I had to explain transactions of 200 rand. And 99.9% of those transactions were less than 5,000. And it was sensationalized that here is a thief who takes money and puts in his bank account.
It amounted, if I stand to be correct, 1.2 million?
1.2 million.
Yes, okay.
In a period of
5 years.
5 years.
Yes, yes.
For somebody who was earning a very good salary, that period of 5 years, my bonuses and salaries was about 16 million. So I had to, out of that 1.2 million, there was about 500,000 e-wallet that I sent.
Or you sent out?
I sent out.
Or not you receive?
No.
Okay.
I sent out. So, meaning that you are left with about 700,000. I can't send e-wallet to myself.
Definitely.
Which means that, and some people don't understand, as black people, about black tax. Family borrow money, friends borrow money. And I cannot choose how they should actually pay. And I can account for everything that goes into my account. So literally the 75 transactions were never anything to do with FIC.
Okay.
And I got information in December 2015, before I was suspended, that Minister of Finance, people from the Minister of Finance,
yes,
they came to my house.
Yes.
And they warned me that you and Tom,
Tom Moyane.
Tom Moyane,
Yeah, okay.
was the commissioner
at the time. Yes, yes.
Please be very careful. There is a team that has been set up involving media, FIC, and some legal people, lawyers.
Yes.
Those people's job is to find anything on both of you. So when that FIC report came, I was not surprised, because in March, there was a meeting at Lutuli House, where one of the people that is very close to me, actually on the very same day that they were having a meeting, he called me. He says, "Hey, my friend, there was this meeting."
Little House, I mean the ANC head office.
Head office, yes.
Okay, yes.
Where there was a number of people. One of them I know is the late Ignatius Jacobs. And they wanted somebody within SARS who can help them to sort out a tax issue. Not of the ANC, but a certain company. So this guy says, in the meeting, he says he knows, I know Jonas Makwakwa. So it was said, no, don't worry about that one. He's going to be suspended very soon because of this FIC, whatever.
Investigation.
This is, mind you, this is before the report was actually brought to SARS. So the person who brought the report is a gentleman called Raymond Lala. Raymond used to work for crime intelligence.
Yes, yes.
And I can't remember whether his contract expired or he was fired, but SARS made a plan for him.
Okay. Raymond, popular known as Ray Lala, is original from Durban. I stand to be correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ray Lala used to work with my ex-wife.
Okay.
Okay. He's the one who delivered the report
To you.
to the commissioner.
Okay.
And I couldn't understand how does Ray Lala deliver a report from FS.
And it's not an employee of okay.
No.
Okay.
So, nonetheless, the explanation of those transactions, everything, I had to explain 200 Rand.
E-wallet.
E-wallet and, those deposits.
Yes.
Because, one of the things that we do as a family, we meet every December and people contribute 200 Rand. And my account was being used for family. They deposit 200 Rand, whatever amount we agree, so that we actually then have a celebration every year.
Yeah, we also have that in my family. That's what we call it. So where every December we just meet to do a stock take, who's where, what are they doing, and who can be helped the following year. Other kids that need some financial help going back, we do that as well. And also we contribute monthly. We set up a central bank account where everyone deposit there. It varies. If there's a funeral, it varies from 200 Rand to 500 Rand or wherever, how much you can contribute. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yes. So that's the first part. So I have to explain all those transactions.
Yes.
The second part is I've got a social club with my friends from university. So we contribute every month, but it doesn't go to my account. It goes to the club account. And then at the end of the year, we go away with our spouses for holiday.
From that contribution.
Yes.
Okay.
From that contribution, yes. So I was the one who makes bookings. I will use my account, and the club account, you don't have a card. So the members would go and withdraw the money and replace the money that
You paid.
I paid.
Okay.
Those were some of the transactions that I had to explain. And I was even asked about, the subsistence allowance. How did I get subsistence allowance? Because of the SARS business, I used to travel a lot. So I've never completed a form to claim anything. My office used to do that. They know when the booking, if I'm going to Paris, I'm going to Australia, I'm going to this country, the hotel, they pay you the money for the hotel and expenses. When you come back, you bring the receipts, they reconcile. Those things were investigated as if I'm a thief.
Okay.
And those transactions were cleared. One of the transactions, I bought a stand in Limpopo some years ago. It's a business stand. So a businessman in Limpopo bought
The stand.
The stand
From you.
Yeah, and it was that money went into my account. I was not hiding. It was declared for tax purposes. But funny enough, one of the things, I was suspended somewhere, I think in May 2015, no, 2016. The year end had actually, the tax year had just finished. And the filing season starts in July. Now I'm being questioned about things that I'm still going to file my return to say, so where did you declare this for tax? But I'm saying the filing season has not even opened.
Yes,
I'm still going to declare when the filing season opens. So those are some of the things that actually happened. And I was audited by the internal people. PwC was also put on me to actually do an audit. But because I know my rights, I've been with SARS for all these years. I've grown up from bottom up.
Yes.
I know the SARS in and out and the law. So I challenge that on what basis do you as PwC ask me these questions? I'm being audited internally.
Internal, yes, yes.
And so what is this? So I responded to all those issues and that they were raising because everything was on the table.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were eventually cleared
I was cleared.
and went back to work.
I went back to work.
Did anyone perhaps apologize for what you went through?
No, not at all. Not at all. So the report for the organ laws report was released in May 2017. I only got the report months after. And by the way, that report I recommended that I should be disciplined. I should go through a disciplinary process for something that I was not suspended for, by the way.
Okay.
It's things that I actually provided to organ lawyers.
Okay, during the process of the investigation.
So the first thing that they were saying I must be disciplined on was about declaration of my directorship for the Homeowners Association and a company that I owned with my friend. The company that actually does fire equipment.
Okay.
It's the firefighting services.
Okay.
Let me put it that way. So they asked a question to say, why did I not declare? No, by the way, it's not I didn't declare. Why did I declare late?
Late, okay.
Yes.
You did declare?
I did declare.
Okay.
But why did I declare late? So that very same year, SARS was redoing its declaration of private interest system, which normally we do it in April. I think they gave about 30 days or so for us to do the declarations. So the system was actually taken off, pulled out. Nobody else has actually declared during that period. The system only went up, I think, in October, November, that same year. I did the declaration. By the way, the company the fire company, I had already resigned, but I felt obligated actually
to declare that used to be, yes, okay.
So I declared the directorship also of the Homeowners Association. There's no benefit. You don't get paid.
Yes, yes.
Many people are directors of those homeowners associations. So the second one was, they were saying I interfered with I communicated with a SARS employee
While you're on suspension.
while on suspension.
Yes.
Mind you, that person is not a witness in my case. Because taxpayers know me, some of them didn't even know that I was on suspension. So they called to say, we're struggling to get hold of somebody at SARS. Can you please assist that we can actually engage with that person? I called the guy and I told him his name is Dion Nanulang. I said, Dion, there's this taxpayer that is looking for you. Please try and assist them, engage them. Please don't do anything illegal. Those were my words to him. Follow the book and help the taxpayer. So I was
meant to be disciplined for that.
for that.
And Dion was not anywhere your witness.
No, he
Okay.
wasn't.
Okay.
And you know, when we were preparing for the disciplinary, my advocate said, I didn't know that SARS has got the honest people, referring to Dion.
Okay.
He was very honest. And what I told my advocate and what he said was exactly the same. It was even in right. So Dion testified. He said, no, they never influenced me to do anything. He just gave me information that this taxpayer wants to. And by the way, Dion was even on leave that time.
Okay.
So all those things were dealt with. I was cleared. So I was disciplined on something that I was never
Suspended
for. And I was cleared also on that.
Okay, so it was clear. You were cleared on both.
Yes.
Both. Okay.
Yes.
So now, surely someone was not happy to see you back at work.
Of course.
And what did they do after that? When you were back at work, they realized that whatever they tried to do did not work.
Yeah, very, very interesting. I think earlier on I indicated that the report was released in May.
Yes.
A few months after that, I never got to know anything. Then there was this disciplinary process. And when the disciplinary process was concluded, it took more than a month for me to be reinstated.
Okay.
So the minister then was Malusi Liga.
Okay. Minister of Finance. Yes, yes.
So he actually made a request. I was supposed to actually go back earlier, and he said that, you know what, this thing is why out there. It's going to distract my medium-term budget statement, which he was, I think, was tabling it on the end of October. So let Makwakwa return on the 1st or 2nd of November. I can't remember the date. So on the 31st, SARS issued a statement to say that I'm being reinstated.
Okay.
I'm going back to work. And a journalist interviewed Hogan Lords.
Yes.
Asked questions to say, why did you, literally saying, how come did you actually let this guy off the hook? Okay. Rubbishing the work that has been done
by this international
law firm.
Yes.
So at the end of the interview, somebody in the room at Hogan Lawyers asked a question. tell us, why are you so possessed with this Makwakwa issue?
Asking the journalists.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is somebody from Organ Lawyers asking the journalist.
Yes.
It was a telephonical
interview.
So, and she says, Moyane is going on retirement in February.
Mm-hmm.
I think he turned 65 in February 2018.
Okay.
So we have got it on good authority that Makwakwa is going to be appointed the next commissioner. And we don't want that to happen.
The journalist saying this. Okay. Is it on record or somewhere?
It wasn't recorded. It's somebody that was actually telling me.
Okay.
Who was in the meeting.
Okay.
Because I bumped into this person. I said, oh, okay, this is the person who was involved in like this. That is after I had actually left.
Okay.
And this guy told me.
Okay. Okay.
That this is what actually happened.
Okay.
I don't know him, except that I saw him during the course of that investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So then it dwelt into my mind that this is part of that project that the Minister of Finance actually wanted to say that we need to find anything to discredit this guy so that nobody looks at him. So, and the reason for that, around 2011,
yes,
I reported to the Minister of Finance, which is Pravin Gordhan at that time.
Yes.
Corruption that was happening at SARS.
Okay.
In writing.
Okay.
I had that letter where I outlined my concerns, and I'm asking the minister to actually interview.
What are some of the issues you raised in your letter to then the late Minister Pravin Gordhan in 2011?
It was corruption in the procurement of IT services at SARS.
Okay.
Where an entity that was actually appointed to do work for 85 million, even as we speak, that entity is still there at SARS.
At SARS?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure more than 3 billion, if not 4 or more, has been paid to this company.
How were they appointed?
Direct appointment.
Direct appointment, not tender, no nothing?
No.
Okay.
And remember, the IT tender was awarded to Accenture. But this company was sneaked in, having not been part of the bigger picture.
Okay.
And by the way, Accenture actually complained about this.
The same company?
Yes.
Okay.
To say that they're the appointed entity for modernization. But there's this company that is doing
this job.
This job.
So now you're saying SARS is paying 2 companies for the same job?
I think part of the work that was supposed to be done by Accenture was being done by
this entity.
This other entity. So I reported this, and and the backlash that I got out of that.
For reporting this.
For reporting this. So the first thing I said to the minister, if you want more information, I'm available.
Okay.
Let's meet so that I can give you more information.
About this. Yeah. Did the minister acknowledge or your letter or do something about it?
He never acknowledged, but every time he sees me, he says, no, I haven't forgotten about you.
Okay.
I'll arrange. But that meeting never happened.
Okay.
Okay. Instead, I was intimidated, vigorously so.
By who and why?
Why? Because I reported it.
This matter, okay. So how did they know that you reported this matter? Because you only reported, did you report to someone else except the minister? Okay.
The minister actually told them that he received
The complaint about them.
a complaint about
Okay.
this. So I get called to a meeting by the late Commissioner Makashul,
Opa.
Makashul.
Yes, yes.
So there's a boardroom at the commissioner's office.
Mhm.
In the room was the head of HR, as Ipule, and then she went back to ESCOM.
SARSCom, yes, yes.
Mr. Kosilo, who was one of the deputy commissioners, Mr. Ivan Pillay, and then Mr. Okamakashu.
Yes.
There were recordings on the table.
Yes.
And this was like an intimidation.
Okay.
Yeah, you go behind our back to burn and report to our boss about things that you could have addressed with us. And I said, but I did. And you guys never wanted to listen. I remember when that company was appointed, I was a member of EXCO. I was sitting next to Mr. Ivan Pillay. And I said, I don't feel good about this thing. I smell a rat. I think there is corruption here. And then Mr. Pillay said, just find background information about this company.
Okay.
Then I did, and nothing happened. So,
In that boardroom, so did you explain to them all these things?
I did.
And
And I explained, but it was very, very like aggressive.
okay.
Okay. And the next thing I was punished. My bonus, which I earned because I performed, was withheld.
Okay. On what grounds?
Because of this thing that I reported.
Okay.
And my boss then was Mr. Bereho.
Yes.
There was a time when he couldn't talk to me.
Okay.
I was reporting to him. The only time we would ever interact would be in
A room full of people. Okay.
And he would not talk to him because of that issue. And I was told that people were told not to be seen with me at SARS. I was literally isolated.
It's because you're PMP, or was because of you were not trustworthy? What exactly they were told? Why they must not associate with you?
Because it was part of punishment.
Oh, okay.
But some people were brave enough to actually talk to me.
Okay.
Would even go to this guy who was working in IT. He says, hey, what did you do? You know that people are not sleeping, they're shredding documents at night.
Shredding document?
Yes.
Official SARS document. Shredded in their office.
IT-related
Okay.
Documentation. So that's how impactful that issue was.
But was this issue of shredding document ever addressed, reported, or anything like that?
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing.
All just to protect this entity?
Yes.
Okay.
So thereafter, that was like 2011. And then I think the time when Mr. Mahashula resigned, Ivan Pillay was the acting
commissioner, yes.
So that era of around 2010, let's say 2011, On what? SARS was actually a broken organization.
Can you explain that if you said they were broken organization? Yes.
There were, 3 groups.
Yeah, okay.
There was a SARS that was run by myself, Makwakwa, who was the head
Commissioner at that time.
commission.
Yeah.
There was a SARS within SARS, the operations division,
Okay.
which ran more than 80% of the organization. Both technology, operations, both tax and customs.
Okay.
And then you had Mr. Avin Pillay running the enforcement.
Okay.
So the issue of operations was a big concern.
Okay.
How decisions were made, no minutes of critical meetings where serious decisions were made, which are financial.
Yes.
You will not find any minute of it, any record of it. So the operations division had its own procurement within operations.
Yes.
By the way, those functions are supposed to report to the chief financial officer. But operations had its own finance, procurement, HR within. So everything that they decided,
They'll do it. Okay.
the chief officer would not know.
Okay.
The chief financial officer would not know. The budget was made available to them.
Okay.
So there were people that were individuals who would actually approve something up to 10 million, just one person. Whatever they want to procure, they would actually buy.
Why was that allowed? Or why was that created, that space created for that?
I think it was this to enable this corrupt activities to happen.
Okay.
A lot of people were recruited from outside. No process followed. They occupied very critical positions. And by the way, a lot of people, ex-com members, were at SARS for many years and they were never vetted.
Okay.
I remember one time Mr. Makwakwa asking me for my top secret clearances.
Yes.
And I said, what do you want to do with it? He says, no, I want to actually prove to these guys, ex-com members, who are refusing to be vetted, to show that you can get a top secret clearance. And he used that as an example. But they never agreed.
Okay.
Some people are too powerful you ask a question to say, why was this not challenged? They were too powerful. But for me, I actually realized it was a network.
Okay.
For corrupt activities. So information of SARS, in my view, has been compromised.
Okay.
Because those people had offices at home. Everything that happens in the SARS office happens
In their homes.
in their homes. These are people who have never been vetted. These are the people that controlled the risk engine, risk rules, as to how the refunds, the rules of
Yes.
the risk or no
Yeah.
risk.
Okay.
Whatever. Those are the people that would do it. So it's a pity that these things have never been looked at. And some of those people who were controlling those risk rules they were not even South African.
Where did they come from, and how did they come, the British, and how did they come land up here in South Africa?
I think they've been here for a long time, but the person who has got a British citizenship, that person also cannot actually be vetted. The SSA cannot actually give them clearance because of
Yes.
foreign citizenship. So, but these are the people that were running
SARS.
SARS and the risk rules. And the systems, by the way, were actually developed without the involvement of the users at SARS. And that's why the SARS people were very resistant to this imposed modernization.
Okay.
And I remember at some point, the then head of internal audit, Mr. Makwakwa,
Yes.
a very solid woman, qualified chartered accountant for many years. She was the head of internal audit. And internal audit was prevented from auditing.
That entity.
Not entity,
That set up a process.
Yes. From process even to the functionality of the systems and stuff and the privacy. She was prevented from auditing.
So sounded like they were using a slush fund of some sort that is not being touched and audited.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it was never audited. That way it was pushed out.
For trying to audit them.
Yes.
Okay.
And because of her integrity, she actually decided, you know what?
Let me go.
And she left. And she had actually served SARS for many, many years. And not even a celebration, a farewell function, nothing. Nobody even said goodbye, good luck. It was just like that. I remember I went on the last day, by the way, with Irene Pillay, just to say
Goodbye.
But you would expect somebody like that to have a farewell function. But she left unceremoniously.
Just
because of
trying to audit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the issue of technology in the usage, and National Treasury used to complain a lot to say, but when is your modernization coming to an end? What are the benefits of this modernization? So it was always that button because a lot of money has been spent.
Roughly how much are we talking about?
I think for now it could be close to 10 billion.
10 billion for modernization of SARS.
Yes. I think, of course, you cannot stop modernizing.
Yes.
But the modernization must actually be targeted and directed at the right things.
Yes.
Not to have a nice to have.
Yes.
I'll give you a particular example. SARS uses SAP for finance and human resource.
Yes.
Thing. And SARS has procured those licenses.
Yes. Yes.
But this entity was now replicating what is on SAP.
Which something that was working at the time.
Which was working.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of resistance from HR. Say, but why do we need this thing?
Mm.
Because SAP works
Perfectly. Mm.
But they were developing a parallel thing inside what SAP does. So that's a waste of money.
Mm.
The licenses are being paid for, but you are developing
Something else.
which does exactly what, or even better for that matter. So for me, that all those things have to be looked at.
Okay.
To direct investment in the modernization in the right places.
But who were they reporting to? At the end of the day, they must report to someone senior. Who were they reporting to?
Obviously, the Minister of Finance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Minister of Finance. But, during the course of these issues, I really had, and I think my suspicion is correct, but certain people were conflicted.
Okay. In what way? If one may ask, yes.
There would have been a financial benefit.
For some people, SARS employees.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think one of the issues that happened in 2011 was Mr. Pravin Bolam, Pravin Play. I think the birthdays are just the day apart.
No, I didn't know. Yes, okay.
I think 11 April and 12 April.
Okay.
So that particular year,
2011,
they celebrated those birthdays in a lodge in Madlanga.
Okay. So it was a joint celebration.
There were about 5 or 6 couples.
Okay.
The SARS people.
Okay.
They never paid for that.
For that lodge.
That lodge is a 5-star where at that time a night would cost about 15,000 per person.
Okay. So you said there were 5 couples.
I think 5 or 6.
Okay.
So they spent a week there.
The whole week?
Yes, but Mr. Pravin Godam didn't stay. He went for that day for the
birthday party. Right?
Yes. So they, one of the owners of that lodge
Yes.
is a IT company, owns the IT company that has got a tender at SARS.
And SARS.
Yeah.
Was it that IT company part of the ones that you blew the whistle on, or the ones that were doing this modernization?
The one that doing this modernization.
Okay, I get this.
Not the one that I'm talking about.
Okay.
So.
And did they declare those, because it's a freebie, going to stay at this place for free for birthday? Was it declared?
I wouldn't know, but I don't think it would. Because Mr. Opa actually is on Moto.
Okay.
And he was there.
He went there as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I found it very, very unethical for people to get such a freebie.
Yeah.
Somebody was going
to... tender, that is got a tender within SARS, yes, definitely.
So those are some of the issues that really, for me, are concerning.
Okay.
And what is very critical, as I spoke earlier about the failure of governance. There was no governance at SARS. Other divisions, they did, but certain
Divisions,
that operations never followed the governance process.
the modernization process.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was no governance.
Okay.
There was no structure of saying, how do we actually invest? By the way, other divisions were actually suffocated in terms of budget
To feed into this one.
into this.
Okay.
One of the critical things is there's only one revenue service in account. So you cannot actually expect to appoint people somewhere in the market who doesn't, so there's no, they won't have experience. You get the experience within the revenue service. So the training and development suffered.
Okay.
And a lot of people have retired who had knowledge. And actually, when I joined SARS, it was compulsory that you attend thorough training. But all that culture has been lost because the budget was
Move to modernization.
You can have the best technology, but that technology is driven by human beings. So you cannot actually put technology ahead of the people. The skills of SARS actually suffered because we're saying we're modernizing. Yes, it's good to modernize because we're living in a changing world.
Yes.
Technology, now we've got AI and stuff like that. But you have to have the skills.
Yes. To understand what exactly this thing is telling you,
Exactly.
Yes.
So when Mr. Moyane was appointed, I can tell you now, SARS was on its knees.
Okay.
Staff was not happy. Governance had actually failed. When he came, because people didn't expect him to be appointed, it was a serious disruption.
Okay.
Of what was actually happening.
Okay.
Because, for starters, there was an advert for the commissioner's job.
Okay.
And the minister then, Pravin Gordhan, had run a process, and Mr. Ignatius Jacobs was actually recommended.
Sorry? What?
Ignatius
Jacobs. The same one where at Little House said you were gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you. Okay.
You were recommended
For the post of the Commissioner of SARS. Okay.
So I got to understand that the minister went to the President Zuma.
Yes.
To say he is the person I'm appointing this person. And President Zuma said, no, you are not the appointing authority. I am the appointing authority. If you go to the SARS Act, the 1997 SARS Act was saying the minister appoints. That act was changed, I think in 2001 or 2002. That said that the president appoints. So they were using the old
law, yeah.
I think deliberately, maybe they thought like the president
was not aware of this.
Yeah. So, and he said, no, I'm the appointing authority.
I think I might understand why President Zuma said no to Ignatius Jacob. Because when you look at the Zuma tapes, if you know the story about the Zuma tapes, you'll know the role that Mr. Jacobs allegedly played in those tapes. So, yeah, so, but it's a story for another day. But in the Zuma tapes, there's a role that it is alleged that Mr. Jacobs played, it was against the president. Yes, so maybe, I'm just saying it's a maybe. Yes.
Yes. So when eventually, the events that led to the appointment of a commissioner, it's very interesting at SARS. There was a lot of groups engaging with politicians, people outside. There's a lot of speculation. Who is the next commissioner? So I was invited to some of those meetings, and I never attended. However, I was approached and to be introduced to the new commissioner. I didn't even know who was being appointed.
So, Mr. Moyane was actually replacing of Mr. Makwakwa, who in between him there was acting Ivan Pillay. So before we go to Mr. Moyane's appointment, Mr. Makwakwa didn't leave SARS.
Yes,
He was pushed. What exactly happened because you were close to him, like you said.
Yeah.
What happened? How was he pushed out of SARS and why and by who?
You see, when Mr. Makwakwa was the commissioner, I helped him a lot to deal with a lot of issues.
Yes.
And I would go to his office, and sometimes we would be very, very frustrated. Frustrated by the minister.
Minister of Finance at the time. Okay.
That one of the sticking points was, the minister would withhold the approval for bonuses for staff.
Okay.
The staff puts pressure on the
Commissioner to say where is our bonus? Yes, yeah.
The minister just doesn't care.
Why?
I think it was a form of control.
Okay.
And by the way, in terms of the law, the minister is not supposed to approve bonuses. He approves the KPIs.
Yes.
Not
the bonuses. Okay.
And I will come back to this bonus issue later. It's just one of the examples where Mr. Makwakwa was frustrated. I think maybe he was no longer playing ball. Things that they wanted him to do, and he was no longer, he didn't want. So they had to find something to get rid of him.
So because there was that recording that he was recorded offering a woman a job at SARS. I need to declare that before that recording went publicized by another publication, someone approached us at the Sunday Times with the recording. Say, here's the recording, you can hear, this is the SARSCommissioner is offering a job to this woman. And that recording, we were told it was recorded by a gentleman by the name of Timi Marimutu, a businessman from Durban. So the guys that came with this recording to us, I asked them a question. I said, how did Mr. Marimutu record this? What equipment did he use and where did he get it from? I said, until you answer me that question, we are not touching this recording. And they were very upset with us that they came to us with a scoop, but instead of accepting that scoop, we were asking questions.
These are SARS people.
Yes, those were SARS people.
Yes.
Those were SARS people.
And those people are still there.
Yeah, okay. And then after that, a certain magistrate from Durban came to us with the same recording.
Okay.
I asked the same magistrate, because I remember we met him at the Hyatt Hotel with my colleagues. I said to him, but Morena, the guys from SARS came here with the same recording, and this is what we told them. until you guys tell us, because it cannot, just because you're a journalist, cannot accept something that has been stolen and use it as evidence. You need to know your source. You need to check your source. You need to check. So we said to that magistrate, yes, you are an honorable man. You are a magistrate in the court of law, but tell us, how did Mr. Marimut have the equipment to record this? If you can tell us that, then we're at ease. We know we know the process that was done to record this. And the magistrate was also angry because we didn't need it. And subsequently, the story appeared in one Sunday publication. But again, it's a story for another day. So carry on. Yes.
Yes. So that recording, I've listened to it so many times.
Yes.
Mr. Makwakwa was a man with a lot of sense of humor.
Yes.
He would joke about anything. The lady was not literally offered a job.
Yes.
He said, submit a CV.
Yes.
They were busy actually recruiting. That lady was not even recruited or appointed. So for me, I think he reacted. It's just that, at that level, you can't afford to be so embarrassed.
Yes.
And there was a network that was working against him.
Yes.
Get rid of him.
Yes.
I remember when there was a discussion after Mr. Makwakwa resigned, somebody asked a question to Ivan Pillay. So are you going to put your head for this job? And he says, no, it depends. If they're appointing somebody who has got no moral values and stuff like that. So I'm asking myself, how does recruitment take place? So when they decide to appoint somebody, you are going to lift your hand and say, I want the job. After the recruitment process.
I'm not applying for it and go through the process of being interviewed and all of that. Yeah?
Those are literally his words. That if they are appointing somebody who's got no moral values, then I will stand up for the job. So,
so Mr. Makwakwa was investigated.
Yes.
And was found guilty.
Yes.
So
there was that report.
There was that report. Yeah. So that's what comes to the second issue of me. A week, understand, a week before that report that gets recommend that Mr. Makwakwa must be fired. Again, those SARS people called me and my colleagues to a meeting in Pretoria somewhere, met at a restaurant. They are offering us a scoop. Say, guys, here's the scoop. Mr. Makwakwa is going to be fired. Here's the report. But before it was known, it was I remember it was on a Friday. They were offering us that it's gonna be announced either on Sunday or Monday that it's gonna be fired. I asked them a simple question. I said, guys, why are you coming to us? You look the recordings elsewhere. Why not going to that same publication that published that thing and give it to them that, okay, after you publish the recording, now here's the funding. They said, no, that publication does not have numbers that we're looking for in terms of readership. So we want this thing to be impactful and get a mileage. And I said to them, we don't work like that. Yeah. We turn it down. And now I'm turning them down for the second time. Then that hostility between us, like us, I mean the Sunday Times, and them started. That these guys will give them scoops. They don't. Instead, they're asking questions and all of. We refuse because they promise us, guys, if you publish this on this Sunday next week, we're gonna give you something else. They mention which I cannot disclose now, but they did. They say, as an incentive publish this thing about Mr. Mahashu that is been found guilty, is going to be fired. Then next week we give you something. I said, no, go back to the same publication that you leaked the recording to.
Yeah.
Ask them to. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a story for another day.
Yeah. But I'm not a journalist. That is very, very unethical. I'm talking about the giving scoops as an organization reputable like SARS. And it's not, by the way, it has been a common thing.
Let me tell you something which very made me aware. First time in my life to set my foot at the SARS offices, head office. I was invited there by the then spokesperson and all of that at the time. I left there with someone's taxpayer's information, a senior politician that I was given as for me. So I phoned the politician in question, say, dude, there's these issues about you at SARS. He said, I know where you got this information from, and I know who gave it to you. And do you know how they got that information? They broke the law. And I was like, okay. He said, how did they? And then he explained to me. So they broke the law to get this document, and now it's in your position. You are now part and parcel of. That's when I said, okay, so is this how these guys operate? Then I pulled back. Yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously it's illegal to divulge taxpayer information.
Yes.
If you're not authorized.
But my first time I went to SARS offices, I left there with some politicians' taxpayer information.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I think I need to also to disclose that that information surfaced elsewhere. And with hindsight, I know, okay, they found someone useful for that particular information, another journalist, because I refused. But I accepted that information only when I phoned that politician in question. He explained to me how that information was obtained illegally. That's when I said, okay, I don't want to be part and parcel of something that is.
Yeah, unfortunately, is what used to happen, and they would get information about whoever they want to target, and use that information against the person using media and whatever other means that they, like Mr. Mahashula, he was actually treated that way.
Because my understanding, correct me, you were there at SARS. There was one newspaper that had serious tax problems.
Yeah.
And SARS decided to turn a blind eye and protect that in that newspaper.
Yes.
And the newspaper started writing positive stories about SARS. Is that correct?
It's correct, yeah.
Oh, you still remember that part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and those, if anybody that is interested in the space would actually know who we're talking about.
I know. Definitely they will. They will.
Yes.
And also, if you look now, you look at that newspaper and look at the journalists that used to work for that newspaper and look at where are they now and what exactly they are doing and what they are reporting over the years towards SARS. It tells you a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when last week when I was watching Madlanga,
Yes. Yes.
it really, I could see a replica of what was happening at SARS happening at IDEC.
IDEC, okay.
For example, the issue of setting up Police Commissioner Fani Masimon.
Yes.
It's typical, some of those things that were done, the same modus operandi.
At SARS.
At SARS.
Setting up other people.
Yeah.
How was it that, how did that happen?
I mean, they would, like I'm saying, they would get information. And by the way, the rogue unit.
Yes, the rogue unit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rogue unit was used Firstly, it existed.
It existed. You, as a SARS senior executive who was there for 23 years, you can now confirm.
I can confirm that the rogue unit existed.
Okay.
And I've got first-hand proof
Okay.
that it existed.
Okay.
It was used
Okay.
against taxpayers.
Okay.
It was used against SARS employees,
Okay.
to target SARS employees.
Okay.
I was one of them.
That were targeted.
Yes.
Okay.
And how I know about it, I picked up, we got a document that had got the names of people that are supposed to be followed around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Followed around, why? Because I did.
Who do you meet with?
Oh, okay.
And whatever information that they can get,
Okay.
which will be used against you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the public has been deceived.
Okay.
They never got to know the other side of the story,
Okay.
because there was a robust plan to make sure that this thing doesn't see the light of the day.
Okay.
The members of this unit
Yes.
were never known by SARS employees.
Okay.
They never operated in the SARS offices.
Yes.
They know nothing about tax.
Yes.
They are spies.
Yes. They're from former apartheid intelligence and military intelligence or something. Most of them, if not all.
Yes.
Yes.
So there was a blend at some point of those guys, and they recruited certain people in SARS
Okay.
to be part of that. Okay. So there was confessions.
Yes. I've listened to about 3 of those confessions. Yes, they are.
We recorded those confessions. And I'm not talking about from a hearsay. I'm talking about people that did.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were working in that unit.
Yeah. In one of the recordings that I listened to, one of the members of the unit broke down and cried.
Yes.
Because he said, this was a secret that I kept for 8 years.
Yes.
And now I'm taking it out of my chest so I can be a better person.
Yes.
You heard that confession where he broke down and cried.
I was there.
Oh, you were there. Okay.
I was there when the confessions happened and them cried.
Okay.
You know, one day we were preparing to go to Exco.
Yes.
My office was just next door to the Commissioner Moyane's office.
Yes.
I mean, it was like 5 minutes before the Expo started.
Yes.
The commissioner calls me to his office.
Yes.
And he says, I want you to be here.
Yeah.
Then I find 2 gentlemen.
Yes.
That were members of the rock unit.
Yes.
What actually triggered them to come forward? One was that issue of saying that I want to clear my chest.
Yes.
But critically was because Polly van Wyk, the journalist,
Yes.
had sent questions
Yes.
to one of the gentlemen.
Yes. About something that they thought was a secret, was a top secret.
Top secret.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's about a project called Project Sunday Evenings.
Yes.
And Project Sunday Evenings was a project which, for me, it's the gravest concern that I've ever had.
Yes.
that a revenue service spying on another state agent.
Yes.
And these are the people that have done the installation of spy cameras at the MPA DSO at that time. The DSO.
Yeah. So I wanted us to go back to that because the questions, in the confession, one of the gentlemen reads the questions from the journalists, but she didn't coin the questions as Sunday. She said DSO. Oh, so we need to be correct on that one.
Yeah.
She asked them about what did you guys do at DSO? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yes.
So they were one of the gentlemen was asked to install. He's a technology expert.
Yes.
He installed the cameras in about 11 offices and
yes.
boardrooms.
Yes.
So during the week, it will be recording everything that happens
Yes.
there. On Sunday evenings, these two gentlemen would actually go through the audio recording, videos, and they transcribe that information.
Yes.
That has happened
During the weekend.
During the week.
Yes.
And put it in a disk, give it to Mr. Ivan Pillay.
I think I should correct you there. They gave it to their boss, who at the time was Scully van Rensbeck. And it is believed that it was Scully van Rensbeck who passed it over. But one of the gentlemen, he confessed that twice he personally went to Mr. Pillay's house to go on and then over the recording. So the question, again, we should also clear that was, when did initially the DSO asked for cameras and alarms to be installed in their offices, which was a legit request. But these guys saw an opportunity to bug the offices in the process. So I think we just need to clear that correctly so people will understand. So was the Scorpion not aware that there were people? No, Scorpion asked for cameras and alarms. But those guys then planted the bugs so they can monitor and watch. Okay, that's fine.
Yes, and it's a common modus operandi of that unit.
Yes.
Where, for example, not only at the DSO, but even at SARS, some boardrooms at SARS had those spy cameras installed.
Yes.
Where everything that happens in that boardroom is live.
I also understand that because some senior executive, because when you are traveling, SARS pays for your hotel and that some of the hotel rooms were also bugged.
Yes.
Is that correct?
So, you see, like, prior to the executive traveling,
yes.
For example, they will be going to Cape Town.
Yes.
These guys would go there 2 days before.
Yes.
And they will know the room where
you'll be staying.
That executive will be staying.
Yes.
They plant their stuff there.
Yes.
And whatever happens there, that information gets used.
Yeah. The point I noted is that those SARS people I was talking about that offered me that at some stage, and I said to them, I don't write about those things. But they offered me that they've said, oh, I've got a lot of recordings of hotel rooms of some of the executives. I said, guys, I'm not interested.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, some of those people are still there.
Yes.
At SARS. And we don't know how, because you see, like in the process of that, we wanted to dismantle that unit
Yes.
and rehabilitate those people,
Yes.
retrain them.
Mm.
But unfortunately, that process was disrupted because we left.
Okay.
So the issue of the rogue unit, those private projects Sunday units,
Mm.
I've got evidence. Okay, the recordings
Mhm.
and the transcriptions
Mhm.
of what these guys were doing.
Mm.
So, and like I'm saying, this is not third-party information. It's direct from the people that were involved.
Yeah, I think we also, just to clarify, that the gentleman who did the illegal thing, he said he was told that there was an approval
From the president.
from then President Thabo Mbeki. His commander, Ascoli van Rensburg, said to him, you can do this illegal bagging of these offices. We've got a blessing and a letter from then President Thabo Mbeki, which turned out to be not true. It was a lie.
Yes.
So he did his job based on what his commander told him to do,
Yes.
but based on a lie.
On a lie.
That's why he broke down and cried when he said, I was used.
Yes.
Because when I did all of this, I was told there's a letter from the then president saying we can do all this illegal bagging of the Scorpion's offices. But later it turned out that the president didn't even know about it.
Yeah. So, and what is very critical is that, you know, we actually advised these guys to open a criminal case with the Scorpions. The Hawks.
Yes.
And they did.
Yes.
All that information is there. I don't know what actually happened to the case.
Okay.
Because nothing actually happened.
I don't know, because I managed to trace Skoli, Andre van Rensburg. He's somewhere in Cape Town. We had a sit down with him, me and my colleague Peter Rampedi. We had a sit down with him and we recorded that discussion with him. And he confessed to a lot of things. He confessed to a lot of things, and including the bagging of the office. And originally in our discussion, he was saying, no, but I had the letter. And we said, but you are lying, we don't have the letter. That's when he confessed. He said, no, but we wanted to know what they were up to so that we can be ahead of them in their game. I said, but you are a revenue service. You're not a state security. You're not a crime intelligence. You're not police. Why did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the law, SARS does not have a mandate to run covert operations.
Yes.
That responsibility lies with the intelligence.
Yes.
Whether it's crime intelligence or state security or what do you call this? A defense. Those types. In terms of the law, they are mandated. But SARS was doing covert operations.
Yeah.
And surprising enough, there was discussions with the NIA that time.
Yes. Yeah, I wanted us to go back. How was this unit formed? From the beginning of this thing?
Yes. It was formed, more especially, the cigarette industry.
Yes.
And other
criminal elements. Yes.
It's got an element of the tech side and the customs side. So for the revenue service actually to penetrate them, we need information.
Intelligence information. Yes.
So there was discussions between National Intelligence Agency at that time and SARS, where it was agreed that the National Intelligence will form a team that is based Either
National intelligence, yes.
But SARS is going to provide the budget.
Yes. For that team to do their intelligence for SARS, yes.
So they went and requested the budget. And the budget was approved.
And that was around 2006, 2005, 2006, I stand corrected, yes. Yeah.
So the budget was approved, but instead of actually the budget going to national intelligence,
Yes.
SARS then decided not to what they agreed with the national intelligence. They formed their own intelligence unit.
Yes.
That is how this unit was actually.
Yeah, because I also understand that the then Deputy Minister of Finance, Jabu Mleki, is questioned that when he looked at it and said, why are these guys asking for the budget? Meanwhile, we agree that this thing must be set up at NIA.
Yes. And he did question, but I don't know how, but the minister at that time approved. Remember, in the approval, it starts with the commissioner, and then the deputy minister, and finally
the minister, yes.
So before it went to the minister, it had that comment
from the deputy minister.
Minister Jawun Leggett.
Yes.
So that is how it happened. That unit, for me, there was a lot of equipment. By the way, that was procured.
Yes. Eventually, guys traced them to some office somewhere in Manly.
Yeah. There was a storeroom full of the whole storeroom full of that equipment. So I really don't know. I can't sit here and say where's that equipment. I don't know what SARS did with it, or whether it's still there. If it's still there, what it's being used for? Because it was heavy equipment.
Because I understand one of the gentlemen in that confession said one item they bought worth about 10 million.
Yes.
One item out of many items that they bought. This one item that he mentioned that is worth about 10 million each.
Yeah. So some of the equipment is dropping.
Yes.
Where they can listen to a conversation like 3 kilometers away.
3 kilometers, not meters.
No, 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers.
Yes.
Okay.
So they would, let's say, for example, obviously they would know the vein.
Yes.
And then they come and install the
I'm going to sit through. Oh, okay. But they need to install the stuff in the place where it's happening. Okay. All right. Okay.
And there was night vision, cameras.
Yes.
All those things.
Yes.
You would see somebody wearing a watch and think that it's a watch, but it's a recording device.
See, coming to that, one senior member of SARS, this is how he found out about the rogue unit. That's what he told me. So one day, he's telling his bosses, okay, I'm meeting this troublesome taxpayer to discuss his tax issues. He said they gave him something that looked like a mint. And they told him that it's a recording device. You must put it in a pocket and record your meeting with this taxpayer. And then he said to him, this thing, when you're looking at it, it's like a mint, it's a sweet. But actually, it's a recording device. Yeah. He said, I went to that meeting and sat down with that taxpayer, and this thing is in my pocket, and I'm like, but is this thing right?
It's not right, because, like I'm saying, that's a COVID, operation.
Yes.
And SARS is not allowed to do that. Hence, I'm saying, even those bottles that were the bugs planted, for me, it needs to be cleansed to make sure that taxpayers are treated fairly. You see that like it's a fire hydrant.
That it's a bug in
Well,
the...
it's a pinhole, very small camera, and it records.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that process actually was done to make sure that this rogue units thing must disappear at SARS. Unless if the law changes, that they are now allowed to run an intelligence unit.
So let's go back to that time. The commissioner calls you to his office. Then you find two gentlemen.
Yes.
And one of them said, I'm here because I received this. There were two questions. There were not many.
Yes.
There were two questions that the journalist asked. I received questions from a journalist who's asking very classified information. One is, what did you do at DSO? And what was the second one? Evil Inc.
Yes.
Evil Inc. The actual Evil Inc. was the first question. Can you tell me about Evil Inc.?
Yes.
And the second question was, what did you guys do at DSO? Can you tell us what was Evil Inc.?
Evil Inc. was about, Belinda Walter.
Yes.
I'm sure you remember.
Yes. She was in the news for there.
Yeah. About what information that was found in a phone.
Yes.
But you see, I never got involved in that. I just know about that.
Yes. Yeah, apparently there were only 3 people who knew about. That's what spooked that gentleman went to the commissioner to confess. Said, it's only 3 of us know about Evil Inc.
Yes.
Now I'm getting questions from journalists about it.
Yes. Somebody
leaked it.
For whatever reason.
So my understanding from what I heard from the confession of the gentleman is that Belinda Walters was in a relationship with a senior SARS executive.
Yes.
Then she bought a new phone. And then she said to the executive, to the boyfriend, say, can you transfer information from my old phone to my new phone? Little did she know that the boyfriend then took the phone and downloaded everything in it. And that's when he picked up WhatsApp. Was it WhatsApp at the time? But it was a chat groups, where she was a lawyer by profession. She was representing very questionable tobacco, so-called tobacco smugglers. And then that's when they picked up this stuff. And that's when you can say the guy that did the download, he said, yes, I did the download, but I don't know how my boss got this phone from Mr. Ward. My understanding is that, but why we downloaded it, I don't know.
Yes.
But I was told to download it, and I downloaded it, and that's what we found these things. Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, I think in that engagement, because I used to hear about this rogue unit thing, but that confession really affirmed everything that's like factual.
Because the guys came there with memory sticks, with documents, with CDs. That's what I could hear from the confession, because it was recorded. That here is the memory stick. Yes, because they had the transcript of whatever they did and all of that. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, some of the people that were targeted by the rogue unit, that came out in that confession was a lady called Dr. Mandi Samukwele.
Yes.
And the late Mr. Leonard Khatet.
Yes.
And you'll understand the Plukwane ANC conference.
Yes.
Around that time.
Yes, because this thing started 2006, yeah? Yes.
So around 2007, the there was a lot of speculation who's going to be the next commissioner
Yes.
of SARS.
Yes.
And Dr. Moyane was, and Leonard
Yes.
Patel
Yes.
were some of the people whose names were
Mentioned. Yes.
that potentially,
The commissioners.
yes. So the rope unit was assigned to actually follow them.
Yes.
And unfortunately, Mr. Leonard Patel died in a car accident.
Mysterious one. Yes, because they said he drove under the truck.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, explain that to me.
So obviously you cannot rule out if the people were being followed, something could have been done to them. Particularly the painful story about Dr. Mandisa Mokwakwa
Yes.
is that she was arrested, and the people that went to her house, there were SARS people there. And she was actually coming from the gym.
Mm.
She got dressed, wearing high heels. She got cuffed on her feet, wearing high heels. And some of those people are still very SARS that were there. And so she was then investigated, charged. The case took more than 10 years, and then she was acquitted.
Yes.
After 10 years.
And now because the position is no longer there. So.
No, of course.
Okay. Also, my understanding with Mr. Hadeb is that he was followed.
Yes.
He had to go and have a meeting with one taxpayer, and then it is alleged that his car was tampered with while he was at that particular meeting. So when he was driving from that meeting going home, that's when he alleged, it's reported that he got under the truck. But there are reports that he was being followed for weeks before that accident. Yes.
But I mean, so you are saying you have the recording.
Yes.
It's there.
Yes.
Guys are the ones who were following him.
Yes, they're confessing.
Confessing.
Yes, but they're not confessing about tampering with his car. But the allegation is that they tampered with his car while he was sitting in that meeting with the taxpayer.
Wow.
So, yeah. Mm.
So, it's the same fate that I suffered.
Yes.
My name being tarnished. And I remember, just taking you back to the suspension. And my daughter was born. Actually, we were celebrating a birthday. We had a birthday party. She was 1 month old. The SARS people came, because I remember I was already on suspension. My wife was on maternity leave. She got suspended while she's on maternity leave. Having started her maternity leave 2 weeks before.
Okay.
Now you wonder what is the purpose of suspension? You say that you don't interfere with
investigation. No, she's at home at home. Maternity leave.
And because of stress, breast milk dried down. She had that girl has to be fed formula. Because of the trauma that was brought. Because I think the intention was actually to get to me. But she did nothing. If you look at that FIC report, there's not even a single transaction between me and her. Nothing. They talked about a deposit that she made in her own account, but it's got nothing to
do with you. Yes.
She comes from business family. Whatever they were buying a house, her and the mom. And I think the mom was actually, she's an old person, so she doesn't believe maybe in this banking system or that. But the key issue is, how does the FIC link me and her?
Meanwhile, there's no transaction
There's no
between
transaction
between the two of us.
She was banking with a different bank, I was banking with a different bank.
And there was
So-
no, yeah.
So you can see this was a targeted. Remember the tip-off from the Minister of Finance?
Yes.
And I had to believe those people because they're coming from that Ministry of Finance office.
So the tip-off from the Minister of Finance, which didn't interrogate, it also said that there was a team of journalists that were handpicked
Yes,
to write stories
Yes.
that will tarnish your name.
exactly.
That is what correct?
It is correct. And if you go back to the stories that were written about me, you'll see common names of those journalists.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a budget, by the way,
Yes. Yes.
set aside
Yeah.
3 million rand for that project. I don't know who paid for it, whether it's government or where the money.
So where did the 3 million go to? To the journalists or to the people running the whole thing?
Everybody
Okay.
that was in that project.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the aim, by the way, there was two aims. One, to actually make sure that Mr. Tom Moyane doesn't succeed as a commission.
And that you don't succeed him.
He does not succeed, like perform.
Yes. Yes.
I'm the one who was driving the operations. I understand the business.
Yeah.
I was making him
Look good.
look good.
Yes.
So I had to be dealt with. Secondly, I must never ever be considered
As a commissioner.
as a commission.
So if you look now, you're saying that it raises a lot of things. If you look at the Nkabinde Commission, where SARS Director of Public Prosecution, Advocate Jauke, Andrew Jauke, was, most people are saying it was done that he doesn't apply for a job for takeover from as a national NPA boss after Advocate Shamla Bato's contract ends. So it was done deliberately. So tarnish his name, drag him through the mud, and make sure that his name is nowhere. No one will consider him for any senior position. So what you are saying is just say it's the same thing. That's what
And it has been done
several times before.
other people.
Yes. Mandisa, for example, it was done.
Yeah.
By the time the case is she's cleared, it's 10 years later, the position is gone, and
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and as far as I understand, they're still on a case
Okay.
even to date for other things.
Okay.
It's not my place to talk about. But the poor lady was just targeted, just like other people. So it's the same modus operandi.
That the IDEC actually apply
Yes.
today.
Yeah. So I think one of the I think later I'll actually reveal, just to show how I was targeted. So I think now coming back to the issue of Commissioner Moyane joining, as I indicated, it was a serious disruption.
Yes.
And it's said that people were meant to believe that SARS was captured. Yes, SARS was captured, but not by Moyane. It was captured before. So the undoing of that capture, and now the story is being turned around to say SARS was captured by Tom Moyane. And So I think I did indicate that before he was appointed, I met with him. And I met with him, it was maybe the third meeting. But eventually, because I would be going to a meeting when they would say they are going to meet the commission there. But he would not be there. We attended on the third meeting. And we met at Bain offices, Bain Consulting, there in Groesbeck, Melrose Arc. So in the meeting, because I was just there because my purpose was to meet
The new commission. Yes.
So there was a lot of discussions, not only about SARS, other the work that Bain was doing, whatever. So the meeting, one of the meetings, they presented a structure, which is was not actually suitable. I don't know where they got the ideas and whatever. And mind you, Bain also did some consulting work for SARS some years before, I think 2004, somewhere there.
Okay.
They did restructure. So this would, now this time around, and I said to them, guys, what is you are doing here is wrong. Firstly, you can't determine a structure out of the blue. You need to understand the as is and map out the desired future.
Yes.
First, that's the first thing. Secondly, there's procurement. You can't be appointed directly. It has to be formal procurement
Processes. Yes.
that has to be followed. So, because I mean, I outlined there's different forms of procurement. There's an open tender. There's a closed tender. Open tender means you just advertise.
Yes.
Everyone can apply. And then the closed one, you can invite
interesting parties.
Yes, maybe 5 or whatever, and let them pitch. The other one could be in the section 32, where you piggyback on an existing
elsewhere. Yes.
So that was my advice to them, that you have to follow
these processes,
governance processes. By the way, the Commissioner Moyane was not there at that time in that meeting. So then he eventually attended, and that's when I got to meet with him. And I just, it was a process of, I didn't see anything wrong because he was already appointed, and
they were just preparing him to take over. Yes.
It was not, you can't just go, people were saying he met with President Zuma or whatever. President Zuma was the appointing authority. So is he not supposed to meet with people that he is appointing? I don't know. But the issue is he had to be prepared before he actually assumed office. So that was the purpose of those engagements. I'm a very structured person when it comes, and very strict when it comes to governance issues. You follow the law to the T.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but what is very interesting, the narrative out there was he initiated this
restructure.
And it's a lie. people must actually do their homework when they write. If you go to the 2014-2015 annual performance plan of SARS, which was approved by Mr. Irene Pillay as the acting commissioner, the Minister of Finance, and the Portfolio Committee on Finance. That this is the scorecard of the SARSCommissioner. One of the critical, I think it's page 27, if not mistaken, of that annual performance plan was that by end of March 2015, SARS will have a new structure, operating model.
Yes.
That's the start. So, as the commissioner is coming, he needs to deliver on those things.
All those things, yes.
Yes.
It's
It's
been
not
out.
him who started it.
Yes, I get you.
It was before.
Before.
But the narrative is, he wanted to capture. And one of the key issues was to actually clean up the organization, because there was a lot of people that were recruited without following due process, and those people are still there. They're just roaming around earning fair salaries and not being gainfully employed.
It's the same thing where they're saying Mr. Moyane actually is the one who appointed advocates Kakane to investigate the shenanigans at SARS.
No,
but it was not him.
It was well before.
It was well before. Only the report was delivered while he was already in the office.
Yes.
But when the investigation started, he had nothing to do with it. But I mean, that's the narrative they're telling people out there, that he is the one who appointed advocates Kakane, and again, it was not him. Yeah.
So, I think one of the key issues is also the KPMG forensic
report.
Report.
Yes.
That was run.
Yes.
By the way, the forensic report is based on facts.
Yes.
It's not hearsay.
Yes.
There's documentation that was compiled, verified, and everything.
Yes.
Which included the issue of the
rock unit. Yes. But then it was subsequently changed after 2 meetings happened.
Yes.
There was one meeting in South Africa. There was another meeting in London.
Yes.
And then subsequently to those 2 meetings, the original report, KPMG report, was changed.
Yeah, but interesting enough,
Yes.
you change the conclusion, but you don't change the body of the report.
Yes.
Which is, the conclusion is based on the body of the report.
Yes.
They had to remove
certain parts
yes. in the conclusion.
Yeah.
And the KPMG was intimidated.
Yes.
They were actually changed
yes.
and that report.
Yes.
And I'm saying,
the CEO of KPMG South Africa met with who to change the report? Okay. Yes. But all I'm saying is it was strong-armed.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But the investigator said, I stand by my investigation. To this day,
exactly.
He still say, I stand by my investigation.
Exactly. And they did a good job.
Yes.
It was never cooked.
Yes.
It was facts. And the global head of KPMG was also strong.
In London, yes. We know. There was a meeting in London where he was told, tell your guys in South Africa to change this report. Or else you guys won't get government job.
Exactly.
And that's what they had to do for commercial gain, not for ethical conduct.
Exactly. So, unfortunately, the truth
is very stubborn.
Yeah.
It's very, very stubborn.
So I think the conclusions were changed.
Yes.
And therefore, but if you look at the original, you will see what was removed.
Yes.
But The body was never fixed.
Yeah, it says someone should ought to have known that the rock unit was there, working and operating.
Yes.
And they removed only that part.
Yes. So I think one of the key issues now, when Commissioner Moyane joined SARS, we obviously the issue of the restructuring. We ran a closed tender.
Yes.
There were 5 companies that were actually
Invited.
Yes. And they took dates. I never formed part of any of those committees. Procurement did everything. And Bain was appointed.
Yes.
And I was the project manager.
Yes.
Of the project. So, funny enough, I get a letter from one of the bidders.
Yes.
Complaining why were they not appointed.
Yes.
Because they even mentioned the amounts, that the amount and that one of Bain.
2000.
Actually, it was 1,700. That was the difference in terms of the pricing. And so then I asked myself, but how did they know this?
Yes.
It means somebody
Within
shared the information with them. Maybe that person was actually representing their interests. So, but I responded to say, no, you're asking the wrong person. If you want to challenge the procurement process, engage with procurement. You are with legal means for you to actually do that. So, secondly, we had to do a lot of groundwork in designing the governance framework that will be applied to the entire organization. Because there wasn't a governance framework. We set up committees that will make decisions. If you go through the governance, the SARS governance framework, it was done that time when Commissioner Moyane came. And we ensure that decisions are made properly with a record. Any decision, and I was actually surprised to see this Nugent Commission saying there was no governance. And it's actually the opposite. Because there was no governance before.
Before him, yes.
Yeah. And then now there's a governance framework. All the committees have been set up to make decisions. And it disrupted whatever activities were happening. So people were not happy. They had to actually fight back. And changing the narrative to suggest that during his tenure,
there were no governance.
Yes.
And you said some earlier that there were issue of bonuses that were used to just to make sure, frustrate some of the executive who were supposed to be paid.
Yes.
How did that work?
When the Commissioner Moyane started, I actually raised it with him to say that one of the frustrating issues for staff is that they will work very hard and even exceed the target.
Yes.
And the bonuses only get paid at the end of the year. So you're no longer linking the bonus and the performance.
Yes.
Because you're already almost at the end of the new financial year.
Yes.
I said, we need to actually make a submission to the ministry, to the Minister of Finance, to have a 3-year approval.
Mm.
It has got parameters to say if you meet the target, because the budget is this much.
Mm.
If you exceed the target by so much, you will top up.
Yes.
If you don't meet the target, maybe to some, because it does not mean that people didn't work.
Mm.
But there's parameters of saying if you miss it by
So much,
so
yes,
much,
yes.
we reduce the
The-
budget.
Yes, yes,
Or if you miss it by this much, we don't get.
yes.
So Minister Nene approved that arrangement,
Mm.
which is why the first year, by June, if not end of May, people got their bonuses.
Mm.
And they were happy.
But Minister Nene didn't last.
It didn't last. Yeah.
And it's something to do, as much as people are not, it's something to do with the rogue unit again.
Yeah.
His son at the airport, yes. Something to do with the rogue unit.
Very, very controversial situation.
Yes, it's not for us to, but his removal should be known that it's something to do with the rogue unit.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 So then a minister was reappointed in December 2015. I remember the first day that he came to SARS. I was busy with interviews the other building.
Yes.
So I was told no, the minister wants a meeting with the executive. So, and I'll come back to the issue of the bonus.
Yes.
What actually happened. So, I found him in the passage.
Yes.
He was on the phone.
Yeah.
And I could hear that he was talking to a journalist.
Oh, okay.
Because I heard some of the conversation.
Okay.
And immediately the story was running about minister visits
SARS office.
And he read them a riot act. Okay? And indeed, we did read the riot act. So when he was done with the call, there were people in front of the executive building waiting for him. And then I stood there to
Yeah.
So when he came and I wanted to shake his hand, he said, no, I'm not shaking your hand. Somebody told, I don't want to get sick.
Sick?
Yes.
From shaking your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody told me that you've got a stomach bug. So I don't want to get sick.
Oh.
But he refused to shake my hand. Fine. We go to the bottom, and he said, you're stopping this restructuring exercise with immediate effect. And then he said, no, he was saying a lot of things, but is decided on and whatever. So, and then he says, you guys thought I was not going to come back. So he's saying that looking at me.
Okay.
By the way, the entire meeting, like he was looking at me, it's like he was talking to me, but there's...
Yes.
Yeah. So he says to me, then I shouted when he's asking, you never, did you think that, you never thought that I was coming back, did you? I said, and I don't know. The president appoints whoever he wants. But I didn't say go further than that. I just said, no, I don't know. He said, no, don't say, you thought I was not going to come back. And I said, I don't know. Then I kept quiet. Okay. And prior to that meeting, he met with the commission, Moyane, and said, you must be careful of that Makwakwa. It's very toxic and what. This one was telling me after. So this is what the minister was saying. So he was actually playing a divide and rule because he wants me, commissioner, to fight with me.
Because they realized that you were the commissioner's strongest ally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So interesting enough. So it was like, it was towards Christmas. Then there's people from the ministry actually then came to brief you, to tip me off. Then we went on Christmas break. Then I think first week of January, I normally take leave until the second week. So the following week, I think around the 11th of January, was a ministers' meeting. No agenda. The ministers' meeting always has an agenda. We used to meet with the minister every first Monday of the month. So I said to the commissioner, did he tell you what he wants to discuss? He says, no. I said, no. Let's prepare thoroughly. Have the statistics of
Everything.
and everything. Because you're going to actually be caught with the pens down. We prepare. Then we go to the meeting. There was about 5-6 people that he brought. That
From the ministry.
Yeah. No. There was even, I don't know whether some advisors or whatever. But that meeting, ever since, it was all attended by the minister and the deputy minister, and then administrator or whoever, office manager. But that time there was about 6 or 7 people, and they started firing questions. Then I'm responding because it's operational stuff.
Yes, that which is your responsibility.
At some point, he actually says, "Until you're going to allow your boss to answer."
Yeah.
Then I kept quiet. I stopped responding, and then Commissioner Man responded. So at the end of the meeting, Sheikh.
So you shook your hand this time around.
And I'm saying this. The line up to Sheikh.
Yes.
So that time around, there was like 3 people before me. You could see that he was really, he couldn't wait to reach to me. And he says, "You must stop this thing that you are doing." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, you must stop it. I don't think that I was born yesterday. I'm much older than me. You must know that I'm watching you, and I'm watching you very closely."
What thing were you doing at the time?
I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't know. So it worried me because I was seeing people following me. Some strange cars parked at not far from my house. So I said to the minister, I said, "Send him a text." What? You said that I'm up to what? Can you please explain to me what you are saying I'm doing, and what you mean by saying that you are watching me very, very closely? Is it the reason why I see strange cars following me and even going to stopping next to my house? And then he responds in a letter.
Okay.
And he's talking something totally different from what he said.
Okay.
He's now probably denying that he said what
you must say, I'm watching you. Yeah.
Yes. And then I responded in writing, and that was the end of it. But the the targeting, it was visible out there. And it got confirmed by that time when I was suspended, and then what the journalist said. But we don't want that to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is very sad, and I know a lot of people have been hurt in a similar way. And I think the wish was to see me standing on the street begging, because the way one's name was tarnished, nobody would want to even look at it, because they believe that you are this crook. And I stood for integrity. And to be honest, I even if people are going to ask me 200 rand that went into my account, or even 5,000, I dealt with very, very serious matters involving billions. If I was a corrupt person, maybe I would have bought an island somewhere. It's a pity that whatever one was doing was turned around. Opposite, totally opposite. That you are this corrupt person, and yet I'm fighting corruption. I'm fighting corruption, and I've got the evidence of what I reported, and I know it's factual.
You can see at the Madlanga Commission, the IDEC investigators that were seen to be fighting corruption. What exactly is happening is the other way around. So we know. Most of us were targeted for standing for the truth, for reporting about the rogue unit, for reporting about the Katamena scandal. We're targeted because no one wanted us to publish the truth. And they saw us as a thorn in their flesh and all of that. And they receive a lot of support from elsewhere, but again, you have to stand to the truth. Even if you stand alone, you sleep better at night.
Exactly.
Yes, that's always been my policy.
Yes, and you see, like, I always, while doing my work outside the country, I've always advised the sitting commission that if you are given this job for receiving instructions that are wrong, if I would advise you, if you are instructed by a politician to say do 1, 2, 3, let them put it in writing. To see, they will never put it in writing, because they will give you a verbal instruction. When things hit the fan, you are the one who will be found wanting, because you've executed an illegal instruction. You have broken your own ethics, because they will be sitting elsewhere, and you've been the frying pan. That's why it's important. Everything has to be done according to the book.
So now, with hindsight, with your experience in everything that you have seen, you have read, you have heard, what do you want to see happen at SARS as closing shot?
The new commissioner, Dr. Makwakwa, very, very good man. And I wish him luck in his endeavors to actually lead that organization, and I think he's capable of actually rebuilding his profile. But however, he has got a lot of homework to do. He needs to clean up, have a proper structure, make sure that the people of SARS, they regain their confidence. They are shattered from where I sit. SARS employees are not happy, and they are hoping that he's going to rebuild their confidence. Key issues about skills development. In my consulting work, I deal with SARS. And it's said that I think the skills have actually eroded. And it's one of the biggest tasks that he has to actually look at. He needs to look at the systems that should work for the organization, for the taxpayers, make it easy for taxpayers. But at the core of this is the integrity of SARS employees. For me, the issue of making sure that the rogue unit elements are eliminated immediately. Those things, whether they're donated to the intelligence or whatever, if they're still there, because that's not the job of SARS to spy on people. And they must focus on the mandate. So I think it will be very important to improve the confidence that taxpayers have on the revenue service. It is capable of collecting huge amounts, but the government actually so needs. So, yeah.
So I think because of the time constraint and all of that, I think we'd like to have you. We'll give the new commissioner some time to see what happened. And then I think we'd like to have you for the second round of this discussion. It's very interesting, eye-opening, and some of us are informed about what you're saying. We cannot shy away that there was something wrong happening at SARS, and that something wrong can be fixed by men and women who are willing to change and pull up their sleeves and work very hard. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. And it's just maybe on a parting shot that, I've actually watched and observed that this state capture narrative is being abused.
Yeah.
When people want to justify their wrongdoing, they bring the state capture narrative. So people have to apply their minds. Having heard what I've said now and what they've been reading, they make their own judgment.
Yeah. They said a wise man makes his own decision. A fool follows public opinion. So that's how it is, So there are a lot of wise men out there. There are a lot of fools anyway as well. So we need to, so the wise men will distinguish themselves from the fools. So that's how it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this week's show. I hope you be informed. You can make your own informed decision about from what you have heard, based on what you have read before. You've seen commentators, you've seen books written, all about that. Thank you very much for watching this show. My name is Mzilikazi Africa. Again, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this nice suit today, you must know that Top Hat, Hyde Park Square, are dressing me up for Unpopular Opinion. If you're looking for a suit, you have got a wedding or a big event, you want to look nice, visit Top Hat at Hyde Park Square for what you're looking for. Thank you very much. Adios and see you next time.